Hello everyone, welcome back for more Let's Play Octopath Traveler 2. Joining me, StarPrincessHLC
It was pretty.
and
I shall be
JKLantern.
your opponent.
Really, enemies?
My turn.
Really, we're right there. Come
I
on.
mean, they did
Not
the
this
same thing
time.
to us when we were about to
Now
fight
I fight for my
True.
friends.
I think we did that in our playthrough too, actually.
Yeah, it's like, okay, we're ready, and... God damn it.
Spear of the Worn Earth.
Well now, these hands! Axe attack had to be done. I know no cure for evil.
Yeah, and that looks like a torch with, like, blue fire or something.
Yeah,
It has been entirely too long. Yomi!
I had a feeling it was your loot the townsfolk were whispering about.
yes, loot.
Oh, far and wide people speak of me in awe. Today, tomorrow, and the day after that.
Why are you playing in a place like this?
The Echo?
I was waiting for you, Lord Hikari.
The acoustics are just amazing in here.
And remembering my dear sister. Often, we would take refuge in these very caves and play the lute together.
Yes, loot.
A
Fat
battered
lute.
wing we found on the road. Its strings were rotted and its sound was warped. Nonetheless, for lowborn like us, hearing it was like living in a dream.
I'm amused by the fact that my cider actually contains 3% juice.
You mean you didn't know that?
I was expecting it to be 0% juice.
You know, seriously, about this whole loot thing, they could have just called it a Shamisen. They
Yeah.
really could have. It doesn't make any sense why they would call this a loot. Everything
assume-
about this area is like, yeah, you can call it a Shamisen here. It
How-
fits the theme.
Surat, how does it feel right now?
Which part?
How does it feel to be me?
I know, hey, look, I'm allowed to have my own little quirks for what I go off about.
Uh,
Besides,
we have fun here.
loot nearly rhymes with moose. Out in the desert.
Just don't belong in the desert.
And that's not a loot, but what's your point?
Uh, God, I can't wait till the Mario RPG remake comes out.
Freaking bus.
Freaking bus.
No idea if we could do a let's play of that, but I'm pretty sure it's only going to be on Switch.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Nintendo's not going to let that one go to Steam or anything.
No, no way in hell.
Square fights hard enough.
For a Mario game, there is
Yeah, they're-
no amount of fighting that Square can do.
Yeah. Square does not have exclusive say over that one.
One night, we overheard our parents speaking. Why were we burdened with twins? We can't raise them both. We have to leave one in the mountains. My hand was trembling in fear, but my sister wrapped hers around it. And so she held me until sleep came. When I awoke, she was gone. She had left our home so that I could stay. I was all alone, and despite how poor we were, I managed to make it to adulthood. Day after day, I plucked at the loot. My sister always in my thoughts.
Loot.
Loot.
To my surprise, I actually became quite good at it.
Very big surprise
During
because
my
you were playing a
travels,
Shamisen.
My sister and I were reunited. She served as an attendant to the royal family of Ku and lived in the castle town.
And I will admit that part of my damage about this comes from playing a baritone throughout middle and high school, and people not being able to name what the damn instrument is because they always thought, oh, that's a tuba. No, it's not.
So, at the church my parents go to, there was a guy a couple years younger than me who, one of his big things was, oh, this is important, yep.
I know her name. It was Suki, wasn't it?
Huh.
Yep. All the way back in his
Just
first
so,
chapter.
Lord Hikari. Was. But Suki is no longer with us. She was taken by the very clan she served.
Hikari.
I know it is ridiculous to bear a grudge against you, Lord Hikari. But what else is there for me to do?
Get ice cream?
No matter
Yeah,
how
that
much
earlier.
I sing of her, my pain does not subside. Lord Hikari, would the sight of your blood wash my suffering away?
Probably not.
Yeah. You won't bring your sister
It's
back.
as you said. Clan Ku took everything from you. And I will bear that burden, Lady Yomi. If there is anything I can do to ease your pain, then I will do it.
So this is happening.
Yeah, we're challenging a fairly strong opponent. Got it.
She is a high-level
If I
dancer.
With magical attacks, mostly.
Now it begins.
Try this.
Here I come. Too slow. Now it begins.
Oh, you think a
Predictable. Prepare yourself.
you think a dancer would not be weak to the pole?
Now it begins.
I mean,
Here I
you
come.
say that, but then again, how many of them get stuck to the pole and can't leave? Metaphorically speaking.
I fight for my friends. I summon Brand, the Thunder Blade.
Has a bunch of hit points, don't ya?
Prepare yourself. For the pride of Ku.
But not quite enough.
Yeah, not quite enough. Still managed to survive a Brand's blade, though.
Yeah.
It's actually not a bad one.
Yeah.
Although it doesn't seem like it would really fit. Because he doesn't do elemental damage much.
Nah.
Like, I know I took it, and then I almost never used it, because pretty much everyone... Anytime I needed an elemental damage, I had better options.
Yep.
Yep.
Lord Hikari.
I know there are builds you can do where his elemental damage
You
also
are
becomes
strong,
amazing, but
and your heart is kind. I have no doubt that my sister was happy to serve your family.
up until the point where Mugen had her and everyone in town set on fire.
Yeah.
Itsuki, forgive me. I couldn't do anything for you in return.
She would be happy to see that you still live.
Totally true.
Yep.
Yomi, why don't we pray for your sister's happiness together?
Together?
There will be a ritual to honor the departed, to mourn their passing. Will you lend us your lute to send off your sister and the countless others?
Lord Hikari.
The mirror beckons for your gaze.
As night turns to day.
Interesting.
Yep.
I was wrong. There were 2 plot relevant things to this.
Yep. Also, I'm assuming it's a fox mask that she's wearing. It kind of looks like a rabbit mask.
Kinda looks like a Hollow Knight mask.
Hmm.
She is the vessel from Hollow Knight, yes. Oh wait, no, that means she's a vessel. Oh no!
Throne, good news, you got another sister.
Throne's family tree is already messed up enough. Because we haven't even hit all of it.
Yep.
Because yes, she's related to all of the Black Snakes. But she's related to one more person who we have met. The hell was that?
Sounded like somebody's car was like having issues.
I thought it sounded like a gunshot.
You probably got fireworks going off.
Yeah, it's still daylight.
They'll shoot off the explodey ones.
Hmm.
But not the darkness lead you astray.
Spoopy.
I feel like that was what was happening to Cassidy when the
Yep.
shadows were attacking her.
Yeah.
Hey, you damn kids! Keep it down up there!
You've gotten much better, Yomi.
Thanks to you, Tsuki.
No, Yomi, no. You chose this path yourself. Just as I chose mine. Lord Hikari will guide us to a brighter future. I'm sure of it.
You have much faith in him, Tsuki. What can I do, Suki? I would repay the favor I owe you.
Just play your lute for a little while longer.
Yes, loot.
Hearing it sets my heart at ease.
Every time you bring up banging rocks together, this is how it feels.
I imagine, yes. I mean, if they made it sound like a lute, that would be one thing, but they didn't.
They did not.
Yeah, part of me wonders if it was like lost in translation or something.
It's funny because I've played other JRPGs where they specifically mentioned instruments being shamisen. The first one that comes to mind is in fact Star Ocean: The Second Story, because I believe it was Noel's favorite instrument was the elusive shamisen. And it's not like that game did an amazing job translating. It turned all of the alcohol into tea. It turned the all of the wise men's names into not angel names, and many, many other things. So if anything would have changed shamisen to lute, you would think it would have been Star Ocean: The Second Story, which is getting a remake, which I'm very excited about.
Yes.
Are you familiar with the game Takeshi's Challenge?
Heard of it, yeah.
I know of it.
It's notoriously one of the hardest games ever made, and it was made by a comedian who absolutely apparently hates video games and the people that play them.
Yep.
One part in that game is you have to take shamisen lessons. Literally, if you take the wrong lessons, you cannot pass the game. And it pulls, it's like a Sierra game in the fact that decisions you make at the beginning will kill you right at the end. Yeah, that is the second of the last set of crossed paths.
Yep. Two
All
more to
taken
go.
care of. And I'm going to see if I can find somebody.
Oh, hello. Look, there's a side quest right there, and look who it is.
Yeah.
That was very helpful.
Excellent work, Lady Mika. You've been a boon to us all.
Master Benkei.
Even so, we all have our limits. No one here expects service to come at the cost of well-being. Take a break, girl. I can shoulder this burden for a while.
Thank you, but
Seriously, where are your other advisors again who are running the kingdom, Hikari?
Well, they're probably in the castle.
But
really, there's nothing to worry about. Please, let me continue.
well, well, there you are. As you can see, our nation has come together to rebuild. By the efforts of all, our work is proceeding apace. That being said, I worry about poor Mika. The sand lays thick on her skin, and she scarcely rests. From morning to night she toils. And the look on her face, it does not tell of a happy heart. It pains me to see it. Although only a small gesture, I would present her with a new kimono to block the sun and sand. However, every weaver in Ku is preoccupied at present. How far must I journey to find one?
Gee, where do we know a tailor?
Yeah.
We know quite a few of them.
Yeah.
I mean,
There's one.
we've
There's
run
one main
into
one we know.
in several different towns. That's part of the problem.
Well, in this case, it's somebody also very plot relevant.
Yoink!
Take my god tier weapon.
Yep.
To be fair, he's a god unto itself, so.
But in any event, we have finished that. So when we come back, it will be time for another cross path. Although we may go pick up a weaver. Probably drag the weaver back here. Probably
Yep.
have to.
Yep.
But anyway, that's for next time. So until then, take care everyone.
Later.
Bye-bye.